Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Wayne, aka the Carbonated Bean. You know what I mean? Yeah, just want to shoot a little quick vid with a couple things on my mind. You know, we as a people, black people, indigenous people, people of the African diaspora, indigenous people, whatever you want to call us, whatever floats your boats, just roll with me. We don't know um our own culture, our ideologies, or the origins that come through our bloodline. Uh, Obviously due to uh, you know centuries of uh, slavery in many different ways, not only just physically but mentally. Okay, we've been written out of our own history through paper genocide. Obviously, the slavery, the physical aspect of um, our family being kidnapped and kept in bondage, So, with that being said, when you don't know anything about your culture, your native tongue, your native foods, what food's good for your body, that will have little stuff like that will have effects on your mind psychologically. And it's easy for you to accept certain things as the truth through repetition, through literature, through the people who are in power, or the elites. So, for example, I know a lot of us are brought up into Christianity. I was too. I know some of you may have been brought up in Islam or whatever other ideologies, but here in the West, in the United States, it's Christianity, and Christianity was a power tool or power mechanism to basically force us against our own will and believe into their system, their culture, their God, in order for money, power, respect, mind control over the masses of people. Now, some of you would think this is crazy, you might be all emotional. It's not an attack against the Christians or what have you, I was in that school of thought, but then I woke up and I start thinking little stuff like, okay, yeah, all right, all these names are English. Okay, if I am African or whatever, supposed to be African American, if I got bloodline, to the Africa, how come they don't, these names, Mark, Paul, Luke, John, that don't sound like no indigenous African name or indigenous Native American name. Them, they're not part of my bloodline. Like, how can I prove that? You feel me? What about my culture? What about my saviors? Through my bloodline, my lineage, and my family. How can I believe everything in this book to be true when you portray certain images that don't look like me? And it's English on top of that. Now, don't get me wrong, we do have a lot of people that have contributed to society in Europe with the language, as far as the Moors or the Africans or whatever you want to call it. Now, they taught them civilizations and brought them out of dark ages for several hundred years. That's a fact. You can go and look it up to yourself. But still, a lot of us were forced against our own will. So I got to asking questions, like I said, going back to far as culture. Okay, the Christianity. All right, all these images are portrayed as white. Also, you have no feminine aspect. I question that in my back of my mind. I'm supposed to believe the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. But the thing is, where's the feminine aspect? Okay, I'm a little confused as a child. That could be a little confusing. And you got a mama and you got a daddy. It's like, where's the mama aspect at? Why is that missing? I know it come through a womb. I know it takes, the seed come from the man and the mama got the egg that comes together. to produce a child, to produce a life, to be fruitful and multiply, as it was saying in the Bible. But if I'm only supposed to think that the aspect of God through the three, the Trinity, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and no woman, that don't sound right. That don't feel right with me. That don't feel right with my soul. And I'm not going to get into the discrepancies of the Bible. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not people that read the Bible. You should read it for yourself. It got some wisdom in there, but it's not the end all and begin all. It's not 100% right and exact. And it's based on a lot of stories from other cultures. And then they just put their own little twist to it, and did it how they want to do it. And I know a lot of people, that go to church and stuff like that, they like to fellowship with the people and they feel good, feel spiritual, But just because something feels good doesn't mean it's exactly right and exact. Now, a lot of the aspects of Christianity has a lot of origins in ancient Kemet, like we call it, or you would call it Egypt, or the whole Nile Valley region. I would suggest a lot of you do your researches on that, because it's not about emotion, it's about truth. And getting straight to the point, as I look at certain aspects of the Jesus Christ character, he's said to be the Spirit or the Son of God. When actuality, when you come down straight to the point, he basically it's a parable way to represent the Son, the real Son, the S-U-N. Okay? And we all are sons of God. Okay? We all have sons or soul. So, what you mean we all have sons or soul? Okay, think about the sun. The sun is a soul. The real sun. It's an oversoul. Like, man, that's crazy. Man, why they call it a solar system? Think about it. And don't we all have souls? Some don't have souls. Some just have spirits. Just think about that. We have a soul on the inside. Real talk. So, also, if you know about, ancient Kemet, you know about Horus or Heru, that's basically the Christ character. It's supposed to be the sun. Also, Ra. It's so many aspects of the sun in ancient Kemet, crazy. Kemetic culture, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I would advise people to look into it. I ain't saying, worship everything aspect from the Nile Valley, but it's good to know. And also, there have been other so-called saviors way before the Jesus Christ character. Also, you gotta take into account, I don't care about the emotions, man, is that the Jesus is only a couple hundred years old. And in the 1500s, they had a good ship slave, I can't talk right. The good ship Jesus slave ship. A lot of people don't know that. So, being that Jay's went a letter to the 14 or 1500s, I think the 1500s from my knowledge, and that there's no way possible that the name Jesus even have any type of affiliation 2,000 years ago to that region that they call the Middle East or Africa or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like the people that, control the masses, the European nations, the Portuguese, the British, the Spanish, that colonized a lot of the land, majority of the land over here in the Americas. They came over here with an agenda. They wanted the money, the power, the respect, the land, the resources, and instead of us having that, we traded it for our book. And obviously they had them guns too to keep it real. But yeah, I just got to keep it real on that. You feel me? I don't want to go all deep and try to give a real history lesson. I just want people to ask questions. Don't be scared. You know what I mean? Don't be quick to believe everything that you've been taught as the truth. Just because Christianity is the dominant religion in society, along with Islam, don't mean it's right and exact. Okay? So that's pretty much all I got to say. Just do your research, Just do your research, and you'll find the truth. Because at the end of the day, you don't really have to pray to nobody, no false gods, none of these false teachings. You know, just go with your inner soul, your inner son, and you start getting questions. And that's pretty much y'all gotta say. Peace out. Much love.